My first clothing brand drop was a complete mess. The product photos looked like ass, there was too much stock, and the design looked awful. Here are some mistakes I made for my first job so you don't have to. See, the thing is, I started my first job in the first year of uni. Little to no money in my name and no experience. But here's the thing, I have passion, I had a desire, I wanted to do this so bad. But this is where I made a lot of mistakes. The first biggest mistake I made was I didn't know how much inventory to order. I ordered like 50 shirts, but I only sold 20 when it actually came to drop day. But now with some experience, I post on stories to gauge the demand. I also look how well the marketing is in terms of how well are we doing on TikTok or IG to gauge how much inventory I need to buy. At the time, I thought the logo was a brand, but now looking back, that was the second biggest mistake. I didn't build a story, I didn't build aesthetic, I didn't build a reason for people to buy. No one felt anything when they wore the clothes. Now ever since that drop, each design I make, I design in a way to make people feel valued. I design in a way to market a way with story. Now with it being my third job, I didn't understand how long each step took in the process, which made me rush the marketing process. So I only marketed the t-shirts for like 2 weeks, which is as a first clothing job for your brand. That's basically no time, because no one knows your brand, no one knows who you are. So you need way more, at least like 3 to 4 weeks to market your first drop. You need at least 3 to 4 weeks to market a drop, especially if it's your first clothing brand drop. My fourth mistake is one of the most annoying mistakes that I've learned from since. Since it was my first job, I had no knowledge, and I had knowledge about the manufacturers and how detailed you have to be in your tech design, which meant that our first sample came with a super small design. I thought I was so clear in my tech design because I inferred that they knew what I meant, but they don't, they completely don't. So each sample that I made cost money, first of all, and I had to make little design changes, and I had to go way more in detail with what I wanted. But now looking back at it, I learned a lot from it, because back then that manufacturer was locals in Canada, but now it's overseas. So I make the tech designs way more informational. So there's little to no design changes when it comes to making samples. And this fifth mistake, I believe, is not talked about a lot in the clothing brand community, which is shipping labels and shipping just in general, especially if it's your first drop. Like when we did our first job, we had no idea how to ship the clothes to like international or like the US. We had to do some research and ask around how to ship these labels without losing money. To be honest, we didn't fully learn this in our first job. It took us a couple of jobs to finally understand and lock down our shipping pricing and shipping labels and how to get it all smooth as possible. That was one of our prominent mistakes from our first job that I can remember. Now, after going through all these mistakes, I can confidently say that I've handled all these mistakes and actually made it one of my strengths. When it comes to design work, our designs are all unique. When it comes to shipping labels, our shipping everything's handled. When it comes to marketing, we market at least 3 to 4 weeks before our clothing brand drop. And then when it comes to tech design and all that, and highly detailed, there's little to no change when it comes to samples to our blog orders. If you want me to go in detail to any mistakes and how I fix them, please let me know in the comments. I can make a whole YouTube video about it. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something new today, and have a good rest of your day.